it is the height of irony that Cardinal Sarah, Francis, Tukcho, and all the rest of these people are crying unity, unity, unity at all costs. You must strive for unity. They're striving for unity, supposedly, within their Synodal church, including the Pius X. But they're also at the same time saying they're one with the Orthodox and they're one with the Anglicans. So what they mean by unity, what do they mean by that? I mean, these are the very people whose predecessors, whose modernist predecessors, destroyed the unity that was there, the powerful unity of the traditional Latin Mass, centuries and centuries of the traditional Latin Mass, which unified the church throughout the world. These are the people who destroyed the unity of the catechisms. And they destroyed the unity even of the moral teaching of the Catholic Church. They destroyed this. And after having destroyed all of that, now they're claiming, now we must be united upon what we did. Now we say, okay, you must now be united with us in our new order, sacraments and Mass and new, whatever else, our new Synodal Church. Now, this is where it's a crime that you're speaking words of division after they destroyed the unity that was there. They dare to cry unity above all, unity above all things. It's so hypocritical of these people. And actually, they don't have unity. They do not have it. They pretend to. They're not one with the Anglicans. Well, if Leo says he's one with the Anglicans, I believe him. If Leo says he has the same faith as the Orthodox, I believe him, that he really does. Because I'm sure he's not a Catholic. He's telling you he's not a Catholic. He's telling you he's one in faith with the Anglicans and one in faith with the Orthodox. What more do you need? But the same situation with Leo and their ecumenism. But this is the kind of false unity of the Synodal Church they're trying to propagate now. Even the word unity, in other words, they're redefining it in a very anti-Catholic way. And the worst part of it is the modernists redefining faith, redefining sacraments, redefining worship, redefining church even, redefining it. It all comes down to redefining who God is. It's ultimately redefining God, because God, as the modernists conceive God to be, is not the supreme being who created all things that we know, as revealed by our Lord Jesus Christ, his divine Son. This is not the God whom we know. This is a false God of modernism. And this is why it leads to apostasy.